friends, and welcome to another epic and fireball of an episode of the Hangout. London.
Hi, Zinhle, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I can't complain, man. You can see, guys, it's a black day today. Hey, man, you got the memo. I see it's from. Hey, guys, welcome to it. I'm your host, and was Chilo Zinhle. Zinhle, we have a very interesting show. We were invited at Black Mbala Bapeki, and also Bonisa a taekwondo. You know the kickboxing? Yeah, there's a kickboxing people we invited to the show to come to join us. And also we have a lady who's an entrepreneur. She's gonna come here and tell us, like say, and also Kukomachita, they call the Internal Love. That's a local brand from the Nelson Mandela Bay. That's a young boys, man. They're doing great jobs. I kind of like that. And also Nina Babugele, don't change the channel. Also use our social media platform, hashtag the Hangout. Or also communicate with us, tell us what's happening. But again, now we're gonna go pay our bills. When we come back with our first guest. Stay tuned. We're coming back after this.
And yes, well, guys, is show, and we're starting it on a high note because right now we are going to be talking everything that has to do with being an entrepreneur. And today on studio, I have a lovely lady who's doing wonderfully for herself, and I am talking about Anele Mni, but I'm going to let her introduce herself and also welcome her on the Hangout. Hello, Sister Kunjan.
Hi, Diyaphila kunjani?
Diyaphila nam. Can you please tell our viewers at home about who you are and what is it that you do?
Okay, my name is Anele Mni. I'm running a foundation called Women in Business Foundation. Situated at Gqeberha. So basically, it's a platform that is all about equipping girls and also women with all the tools that will assist in terms of self-independence. So basically, we're all about helping you finding out your purpose, the potential that you have, so you can start a business. Not everyone can start a business. Others they just wanna find themselves so that at least they can know what purpose they're waiting.
So I want us to also talk about Indaba Women in Business Foundation. When did you give birth to it, basically?
Wow, it's the first time that Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay, so it all came out of a wound. It all came out of a wound. I'm from a Karihane, in Etinaga. So it all started, I didn't know who, I was quite losing who I was. Even vision was blurry, the ambition was now blurry. So now it came out of a wound because I recall when I had this vision, I was at Joburg. I was at Joburg, I was praying, asking myself and asking God, who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? So basically, when I was there, I started having this vision of myself assisting a lot of women, and I started seeing a lot of women around me, and I said, okay, maybe it's time I go back to Youthnik and do maybe Lendo. So I went back to Youthnik and I started the foundation in 2019. It started as an initiative to assist women to register businesses. It was all about registering businesses and assisting them when it comes to finding funding, go NYDA, CEDAs. But when I saw that okay, I do have potential of gathering women in the same space, then we started hosting our first women empowerment event in 2020. Before that, we did the launch right then, but our first women empowerment was in 2020.
So as a woman as well, what can you say that has been, how has it been being around abanye abantu, I can say abago mama, or that are females, in terms of you being an entrepreneur?
One thing I can tell you is that women are broken, hey? Women are broken, and I know it's all about background because we are suffering from traumas, and it's not easy trying to heal from these traumas while we are mothers and we are starting businesses. So being in a space of broken women, I use that as an opportunity to heal others using my own journey. And I started using my own story to equip other people. I started using my own story to allow people, they're not the only ones that are going through this. And the fact that I've came out, and the fact that I'm smiling every day, I'm hustling, and I'm starting initiatives, that that means there's nothing that is meant to kill you, and there's nothing that can be set as a limit. Uyabona? So being in a space of women has been something that I fall in love with every day. There's nothing amazing life than seeing a group of women around me striving. Uyabona? So
That's
all
that.
yeah.
So also, I want to know as to why take it specifically to Utnake. Okanye, you were like, this is my starting point, and then I will broaden as time goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that Udnik has quite, it has a lot of talented youth. Yabona, a lot of people from a Udnik, they're very talented when it comes to skills, the art, when it comes to business. So, and I can say coming from a family where I've learned from umama who used to thingisa izinto, makhulu used to thingisa pakenemekolo. So I had to have where indawo engizoqala kuyo, and you know we believe into ekanje that you need to start where people know you. Yeah, bona. But yes, don't think that those people are going to be on your side.
Yes,
Your supporters will always come from the outside.
Ne?
Yeah, so taking the initiative from Etinaha to Kabeja, it has also been quite a bump.
Ne?
Yeah.
And also, I want us to talk about the challenges of transitioning into starting your own project, which is Women in Business Foundation. How udibene nantoni apha ezindleleni?
Yo.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Remember now, okay, so Mandiqale Appa, I think I've always been inspired by things that are happening around me, and especially projects that are all about equipping and developing young people. I was once a volunteer, a Love Life. I've volunteered in a lot of organizations as under social development. I've attended projects for orphanage homes, all age. So all of that inspired me, and I knew that, you know what, in order for me to find myself, I can only find myself when I'm assisting other people, healing other people. Then no one parts of me will be healed, and no one each and will be unfolded. But I have to stick up a lane, uyabo. So it transition like mame like one thing I believe that we lack and also we lose as young people and also entrepreneurs is identity and purpose. Those are two things I specialize about. When I started venturing into public speaking, I will always speak about youth. I will always speak about women empowerment up until I fell in love talking about identity and purpose, because if you do not know who you are, then you won't know where you're going, right? And also when you don't know what you're capable of or what you are here on earth to unearth, then chances are uzawahamba nje namanzi.
Yeah.
Yabo umoya uyangapha nawo uzayangapha. So those are the two things that kept me firm through all the obstacles and challenges in this journey. No challenge is meant to kill anyone. Each and every challenge that we face in life is meant to elevate us to another level. So that's one thing that have helped me in this journey, especially when it comes to transition.
Yeah, and also because earlier on you mentioned indaba yoba, excuse me, you have other businesses. So I would believe that those other businesses, umama wazo, it's Women in Business Foundation, because zize after yona okanye zizo ziqalile.
Okay, so we as I was saying, Women in Business Foundation is an organization. It's a non-profit company, but it was an NPO, but gave up over to NPC. But I noticed bangabana. Remember, most non-profit, ne, uye ubone most bangabana you don't have imali. Bona komalingenayo. There are no services that I was basically back then I didn't have services I was specializing on. Then I started M&I Business Consulting in 2021. Where I assisted abantu like professionally now when it comes to business compliance, yabona, CIPC, your SARS issues, company profile, business plans. But then under M&I Business Consulting, that's when I was able to branch out into other industries, but using the same business. So I started Imperial Travel and Tours, which is my new baby. So yeah, it all started the foundation, but I didn't use the foundation, Labona, to give birth to other businesses. But I decided to start another company where I can apho ke explore khona and exercise some of my skills that I do have. So yeah.
Yeah, so also Anele, can you please tell umntu osendlini, that's your camera, umntu osendlini who wants to start being an entrepreneur but they scared because kuthiwa it's an industry that is very scary. So your advice to them?
Yeah. Bao ready to take amali like to take all the bomb way to our makando with the tomato, then don't start. It doesn't need someone that is brave. It needs someone that wants to start, and you don't have to start tomorrow. You have to start now. But if uzawutyhafiswa ngabantu and we're not bold and our preparation, then do not begin. This is not an industry, it's not an industry abantwana. It needs abantu that knows who they are and knows what they want.
And people who are ready to
Ready.
fight. Okay, how can people get hold of you on socials?
Okay, on all social media platforms, I'm Anelemni. We do have Women in Business Foundation WhatsApp 0813527470 where people can also reach out.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mni, for coming onto the show. I hope as well that our viewers are motivated and also inspired to venture into the entrepreneur space and also become their own business woman in the future. So yes, Kebetunana, right now what we're going to do is that we're going to go and pay our bills, and then the show, rather, it's still going on and you guys are still going to be on the Hangout. But okay, Susanele, please say bye to our viewers.
Bye.
Perfect. Welcome back to channel 260, a channel of choice. If you just joined us, this is a perfect time, man. But guess last week we were invited at Black Mbala, and of course invite you, but invite you was part of the cooker. And the name of the event is the Black Cookout, and it was very amazing, very, very amazing. If you're trying to cook, kabuga lap mo and change the channel and come back. When we coming back, stay tuned. We're coming back after this.
Hello, beautiful friends and everyone at home watching right now. So, as you guys know that I never leave a moment to take you guys with me to come and experience the Nelson Mandela's best of the best events. And right now, it is definitely no difference because we are at the Black Imbala to come and experience the Black Cookout by Uspa the Cook. So what's going to happen today is that I'm basically going to take you throughout the whole experience. I'm going to be talking to the event organizers, to Spa the Cook himself, and also the people that are here who are enjoying and also getting to experience this wonderful experience. So yeah, please make sure that you're sticking to, and we're going to be with you throughout. Beautiful friends at home, as I promised you guys that we are going to be speaking to the man of the moment, the man who have dedicated our day to him, and I'm talking about Uspa the Cook, and we are still at the Black Cookout. So, lovely viewers, let us welcome Spa to our own comfortable zone, which is the Hangout. Hello, Putukunjani.
Hi, my lovey. I'm good. How are you?
I'm definitely good. Can you please tell our viewers at home about today?
So today we're hosting a Black Cookout, and the Black Cookout basically it's events that I've had before, but this one is different because I wanted to bring or unite. In fact, the June 16, also Father's Day, such a lovely day, and also it's a holiday tomorrow. So a cookout basically is just bringing different type of people from all walks of life and to just enjoy a feast and engage and network and build connections, around food. So yeah.
Thank you so much. And also with you hosting it in PE, how has people of Port Elizabeth supported you?
Oh, the support has been great. I've done one in Cape Town, which also was great, but here at home, that's why everyone is like so excited. They want me to host more and more and more of such events. So there's been a great turnout and a great response, and people have just been showering with me with blessings. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful. So yeah.
And also, I want us to talk about when you prepared your dishes for today.
Yes.
What inspired you?
So the dishes for today, basically it was me tapping back to my inner child, you know, growing up back at home at Bofolo, Eslalini, you know, and just modernizing that, you know, putting a bit of touch with Pesto Princess and also Spa's Cookout. You know, even with the starter, it was an ox liver, but people were like, what is this, you know? So it was great, and that's the whole idea about this menu. It was just taking or celebrating me, you know, and how I grew up.
Which is lovely. And also right now, let us talk about the last dish that you have for us, because Ufuna cities gotuka and we have something sweet. So what are you preparing for us?
So for dessert, I am preparing malva pudding. Nicely warm here. It will be served with some ultramel and also some beautiful garnish to close off the night.
And also, lastly, how can people get hold of you? Mhlambi someone wants to invite you. Yes, wants to book you.
So for my handle on Instagram is Spa's Cookout, also TikTok, also Facebook, Spa's Cookout. And also if you want to book me or anything, I also do cooking classes. So you can check out my page on Instagram, but also my contact is 072-746-1639 and email address spascookout@gmail.com. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Mutspa, and I hope that and the whole of the Eastern Cape are going to connect with you. Thank you so much. Let me leave you, Wednesday, what you know. Thank you. And just like that, tonight we managed to speak to Uspa, and he's telling us about how did he prepare for his whole event, and also we're still going to Namble because his food is so nice, people. I don't know if you're not here, where you at, man, because we are post, but get from us, let us love and leave you. As I promised you, that right now we're going to be speaking with one of the people who have attended the event, and they also going to give their feedback as to whether is this what they had expected for today. And on the show, let us welcome Utata Lorenzo, and he's going to tell us about how is this whole experience has been. Siyaphila nathi. Can you please tell our viewers at home about injani experience yakho on today's event?
Well, for me this day was special because my wife brought me here as a Father's Day lunch. I didn't even know we were coming to this. And knowing was Spa, the food was very good. It catered for all variety needs. Had a bit of Western, had a bit of traditional. So the food was lovely. We're waiting for dessert now, but it's above my expectations. I'm very impressed.
Thank you so much, Tata. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much. And also, guys, let us go and find another person who has attended and see, Bona, do they have a different perspective as to today's event? Otherwise, let's go. Right now, what's happening is that I have the two main people who have brought us from all around Nelson Mandela Bay to come and enjoy and experience Spa's cooking. And I am talking about Umelikaya, who is definitely no stranger to our screen, and we also have his partner Usnazo, and they're just going to tell us about organizing and also trying to put this event together. Firstly, let us welcome them onto the show.
Hello.
Okay, so I'm first going to start with Uslazo because Yena and Mazi. So, when it comes to organizing such an event, what took you guys and also bringing it to the Nelson Mandela Bay, because this is something that we're not used to. Yeah. So how much hard work did it take for you guys?
Okay, so basically what we wanted to do is that we wanted to bring something different to Aban Basepai. Uspa has done a cookout in Cape Town, so we wanted the same experience that Aban Basekapa had to bring it back to his hometown. So basically that's how the concept started. And because we thought, why not collaborate? Because I mean, it makes more sense.
And also, when it comes to it turn out yabantu baseBhayi, is this what you had anticipated for?
Yes, I think and more. Also remember we're doing this on a public holiday. People really don't have things that are planned like this. So we took advantage of that. I think also it's nice to build relationships. And that's this is what you see, just us building relationships, making sure that we build more relationships and those people know exactly what to do. That's why you can see new faces and a bit of the old faces too.
And also with the people, okanye, let's say, are you guys planning on also collaborating with other people instead of just having USPA and make it a thing of cooks to also join in and be part?
I mean, for me, I believe in the more the merrier, but it's just that we needed to start from home because this part is one of our clients. We manage him, so he's under us. So whatever it is, whatever bigger vision that we have for our company, we needed to take it. I mean, eventually we will need to take it outside and expand it. Yeah, but so the more the merrier, basically. Yeah.
And also, Melkaya, I just want to know if you guys are planning for the future to host something like this again.
Of course, bigger and better. I think the bigger vision is probably towards the end of the year and trying to rally up something very nice for not just PA but many other cooks in PE. And let's try and make it the destination to be. Let people know us for having good food too. Not just being friendly, we are friendly, but let us be known for just cooking good. Yes.
Thank you so much, Betunana. I hope you guys can continue doing what you're doing because it's definitely a beautiful thing to watch. And also, I'm sure Naban Baset Kobecha are going to want to join on to the next event because where you at? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Channel 260, Channel of Choice. If you just joined us, our Sikshianga Ngamandla. What's up? We have our guest namhlanje. They do local brands. It's Eternal, ne? That's the name of the brand. Yes, Mafeto, this is Channel 260. I'm just going to give them a moment here to shine. Let's introduce Bangobani.
Yeah,
yes. We're going to start with you, man.
Lihle Oko. I'm from Port Elizabeth, Kulele Emakaki.
Yeah.
My name is Omari Tlabati. I'm a suburbs boy. I live in Bendo Drive, near Krachakama, and yeah.
Let's talk about that, man. And then when you Krachakama, and then you decided, okay, you know what? Let's drop this.
Basically, we go to the same school, the same high school, and then me, him, and a couple of other friends, we decided one day, like, what are we gonna do to like get this motion, basically? And it was a thing about, okay, people are doing this, people are doing that. We can start a clothing brand, and then it was just like a dream that we kind of turned into a reality to this day.
Let's talk about you, man. And I think I said like you look like Nestasy, and I think I'm not the only person who see that. Everyone's keep on saying that. When like going around, man, people telling you that. How's it going, Kuko?
I mean, for one, I'm a very reserved person, so I keep to myself. So me looking like Nasty C draws a lot of attention. And yeah, I get it a lot, but yeah.
I think your dad should tell us something, Larry. Your dad should tell us something. But also that, man, it's really a great thing, Larry, when they say you look like Nestasy, because when we look back, he started at the early age, and then look at you guys are literally running a brand. You should say shout out to people, man. Let's talk about the brand, gents. You said you started with the friends because you guys wanted to be exclusive from the others. And then starting the brand, how was it go? Because it's either so Palace by two or in there. How was that?
True, exactly like that, actually. We had 6 or 7 of us at first because we needed the capital more than anything.
Sure.
So we had close friends that we were like, okay, let's start it. And then along the way, some of them kind of faded away. Others, there were like some issues. But that's natural when you're working with friends. And like, the challenge was really getting the aspect of business and aspect of friends to separate from each other. And yeah, but it's been well. It's been going good. Nothing too bad.
Listen, don't you want to add something on that when he said, "Bana Kokolando bana befuneka sehlule with chomi with business," because it's like mixing pleasure with business. Don't you want to add something on that?
Yeah, because business, it's more of a learning experience.
Sure.
you get to learn who are your friends and who are more like your business partners. Because along the way we had problems whereby some of our close friends decided to like steal our ideas and then build from that, which was kind of tough because when we started off, it's been a very rocky start, and they kind of took the blueprints and then went up with it. But like, it's more for learning experience. But yeah.
I get you, man. It's always like that, man. Let's take on that, man. Like, you guys are the two men standing. I would say that, two men standing. And also the brand, internal, people were not aware about it. And then now you guys are moving. How's the business going?
It's going well. Right now, there's 4 of us. There's, our other business partners couldn't make it today.
Sure.
But it's been going well. Positive. One thing I can really say is the positivity around us and the support we've been getting has been good from our friends, our peers. It's not been any terrible, like bad vibes from them. They've been pushing us too. We work hard on like making good content, on making things that people will want to be a part of. So when we have shoots, for example, and we're asking random people, there's no one who's gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to work with that brand. They just did that. And yeah, it's been going well though.
Do you want to add something on that?
Yes, because to be honest, the main person that's like been motivating us is the main person that started this whole business, but he wasn't able to like make it here today. Kuhle Ben. He's basically the head of the business because he's constantly like motivating us, because managing a business in school is very tough. So he's basically the backbone of the business. Yeah.
I wanna go on to that. You said school, and then also business, and then also involve funding. Because like one class of school when say as man, and you can't do match. I pull me. So people they want to do that. So for this pay man. Let's talk about that.
The way we work with our money is money we make, we don't take out of the business.
Sure.
The money we make, we reinvest and we make something else. So the first items we made were our shirts. Those went well, those sold out. And then we made a second batch of shirts, those sold out as well. And what we did was we made hoodies, which I'm wearing right now. These are our hoodies.
Shout out.
And we just go like that. And then the challenge with that is the support from the parents mostly, because parents, you know, with school and everything, it's going to be a thing like focus on your books. This is a distraction, but we've been working hard on trying to keep a constant amount, which we know we can do something with. So if it falls below that amount, we can make like a caps or something like that.
Sure, just to make it in the call.
Yeah, so it can get back.
Yeah. To stay on that little man, and I know growing up in Makaki, the area yemisi, the tishara, ngamapolisa. We grow up in that environment where is batibazal betubana bafuna be tishara be miss belikwet all that, and then when you came home and saying that mama in a match and the distributor, but when I'm starting a brand, how was that back with
I mean, at first it was tough because my parents, I don't know how to say it, like they have that old mentality whereby school is the only road to success.
Sure.
So me coming up to her with the business idea, telling her about I want to be a millionaire one day. So this is basically like the first step. She looked at me like,
I'm correct.
I'm correct, and you need to focus on your books. Because like my dad wanted me to be a pilot, and my mom at some point wanted me to like be a lawyer. But like, I don't see that happening for myself. So I had to like show the pros and cons of this whole thing, and like how it can like work. So eventually she gave in to the whole idea of it.
So the challenges at home, is it changed from that, or are they still the same? Because now they're going to be watching you on TV, they go like, hey, baby steps, and literally they're moving. So how's that challenges on this side?
For me personally, it's not been as challenging as my partners. My parents are pretty supportive on this venture that I'm taking.
Sure.
Other ventures not so much, but I think they were seeing the potential as well as the brand grows and we're getting the traction. I think so. It's okay for me.
Sure. So I just also want to ask you, gents, you guys been operating and the business here over, and when you guys look at it from where it started and where it is now, and even you guys are saying that you are very happy. What are the plans for you guys?
There's a lot that we still want to do. There's a lot that we still want to achieve. We have goals that we haven't reached yet. Hopefully, big collabs in the future. Hopefully, we can expand. Yes, we can move from PE to Joburg to Cape Town, because the market here, I feel, would be, or the market, our target market would be better if it was in Joburg or Cape Town, because we can push more and work with celebs or like,
I get you.
That's the goal really.
I just want to state on that, man. You literally just mentioned something about relocating to Joburg to make things happen for yourself, guys. I would just want to ask you, why can't you guys be those first group in It's okay, you know what? We're going to stay home. We're going to take what they do in Joburg and then bring it here at home. Because I do believe that we also have our own celebrity, because we have the Empire, something like that. You guys approach them. Like, why do you guys see a need to leave the city and go somewhere else?
It's a good question. Really,
I mean,
it's...
You can go both. Who's going to take it first?
The main reason is supplies, or like resource-wise. Resources are a lot cheaper on those sides than here, and they're a lot easier to find that side than this side. Because like that's the only reason why we try and expand to that side. Otherwise, it's not like your side.
For real. If we could have, because there's things like crop tops that we want to make and different items that we want to produce for the people, and we're not really finding the right suppliers or the right prices here with us. So it's just that thing, but maybe if we go that side, it'll be a lot easier. But of course, the goal is to be a PE-based brand that's done so well, and like be the PE boys, the small town boys that have done big things.
I love how the mentality you guys have, and also as to think about it, I think they try to cut the costs out, but it is what it is, man. You have to leave home so that you can be out of your comfort zone, and then when you're not on your comfort zone, you can do better moves. And then, gents, on social media, man, because I feel like if ever but on social media, where can we get you?
We can find us at Eternal Lover, at eternal.lover, spelled ETRNL.LVR, on Instagram and on TikTok. And then we have a Pinterest, which you guys can find on our Instagram link in our bio. And that's where you can find us.
Okay. Social media platform, on private or? I guys, we really appreciate for you guys to be here, and I hope one day Nama will literally get a sponsor from you guys. Gents, stay tuned. We're gonna come back after this. We need to go and pay the bills, and then we're coming back after this.
And yes, as you guys know that who loves to get my fingers dirty and also show you how to do things. And right now today on studio we have Raymond, who is a barista and he does coffee for a living. How nice and cool. So today he's just going to be telling us about how can you make your own beautiful and warm cup of tea, or rather let's say coffee.
There we go. Coffee.
Let us welcome you, Ray, on the Hangout. Can you please tell our viewers at home as to who you are and what you do?
All right, so I'm Raymond. I've been in the coffee industry long time, probably going on about over 20 years now. So I've learned a thing or two along the way. Started off sort of just as not really interested in coffee, and that love just grew and grew over the years. So here we are today working at Masterton's Coffee, the oldest coffee roaster in South Africa. So, and I do all the training and can make a pretty decent cup of coffee.
Okay, I'm sure you're going to show me how to make a decent coffee. Right? So also, I want to know as to, because you have 20 years doing this thing, what has been the push, or what has been something that inspired you to start this?
Well, inspiration came from coffee. I started not enjoying coffee at all, and slowly started getting into the process and learning and getting better at your job. So I always believe you have to do what you pay to do. So I really got behind it. And after drinking a lot of coffee, I just really got into it. Started self-educating, getting educated about it myself. And now I'm training it and teaching it to other young guys.
So I don't know if you can try and give me a mini training while you're on
1
speed
minute
as to how
training.
to, yes.
Speed training.
Yes, speed
All right,
training.
speed training.
So
All right.
how do I go about it?
So we've got coffee. This is our grinder. It takes your big coffee beans, which is in fact actually a fruit. And this is the seed of the fruit that we roast. So we're going to grind some coffee. So we're taking big pieces, making them small.
Oh, this is the grinding process.
This is the grinding process.
And then when we're coming from here,
Right, there we go. You can have that, give it a smell.
it smells so strong and nice.
Yes.
And the thing is, I'm also a coffee lover, so
There we go.
I love the smell in here.
Right.
And then
always try and be neat and clean. So try and get it in the middle there.
in the middle. Okay.
There we go. Give it a shake.
Let's see.
Go.
Let's see if I can be a barista in
There we
my
go. Give it a bit of a shake.
shake.
There we go.
Okay.
And you want to be nice and even. Water always wants to flow the path of least resistance. So we got to try and get that water to flow
So I stamp
evenly.
this
Yes.
in. Okay.
Nice and straight.
Oh,
There we go.
this thing is also heavy. It's quite heavy.
all heavy.
So, Raymond, I also want to know, is there a difference between coffees and as a coffee lover and as someone who does coffee? Is there a difference in coffee?
Different coffees, absolutely. Many different coffees. We buy most of our coffees coming around from what we like to call the coffee belt of the world. That's where the most and the best coffees in the world grow, close to the equator. So that's known as the coffee belt. So lots of guys in South America and Africa, so Ethiopia, sort of where coffee was born, as well as Colombia, Brazil, all of those guys. So we like to buy coffee from there, and then we blend those together to give us a certain taste profile.
So also, since now we're like in winter, what is the demand? How high are people wanting coffees and all?
Absolutely. We've seen in South Africa the growth of coffee over the last 10 years have absolutely skyrocketed. So the demand, obviously, when it's cold, it's a heck of a lot higher than it is in the summer. But not by much. People drink coffee all day, any temperature. There's cold coffees as well, so it's quite nice, yeah.
So also, I want us to talk about, because you did mention earlier on the training that you guys offer to people. How does one, if I want to be a barista, how does one get to be involved in that?
I always say it starts with self-educating at home. It just makes the whole process a lot easier from learning a complete new skill from the beginning. So start self-educating, and then when you're ready and you feel that you're ready, come to us, contact us at Masterton's, and we'll guide you through that process. And we do a nice quick course to get the guys up and ready and into the workforce. So we teach you all the basics, all the history, what coffee is, where it comes from, how it's produced, and then we do a lot of practical, and then so you are ready for the workforce, not just learn about coffee.
Learn about coffee. So also, talking about learning, can you please just try and tell us about the products that are in now in the studio? Because I see on this table there's like a lot. So individually.
All right.
Yeah.
Individually, always start with the coffee.
Yes.
So the product, our roasted coffee. So we got to go from a product that we give and produce to something that you can produce at home. So a grinder, very essential to making a good cup of coffee. Then we have our machine. We've got a nice little industrial machine here. These are what you see in the cafes. This is just a more compressed version. And other than that, there's lots of little tools that you need. We'll always recommend a scale and a knockbox as well. Scales are very important for consistency.
Yeah, I was going to come on to that in terms of how much coffee can one take, and because for me, I like a strong coffee. How dangerous can that be?
No, so it's fine that we wouldn't recommend more than 6 or 7 cups a day. But from a health point of view, it's not dangerous for you. You're not going to caffeine overdose, but it will affect your sleep if you if you drink that much coffee.
Yeah.
So from a health point of view, it is a good medicinal product that you can take and drink at home with no big side effect.
So when it comes to a coffee, because some people tend to be fancy and they be like, I want cappuccino, I want this and that, and I like it in terms, what do they call them? The coffees that are different, man. What do they call them?
Flavored
But
coffees, flat
yes,
whites.
yes.
So
So with them, what is the main thing, or what is the main difference between this one?
So the origin of the coffee plays a big role in that. So you typically get a very typical characteristic of a bean from a certain country. You can sort of taste that if you taste a lot of coffee. But we like to take all those little flavors that we get from the different countries, blend them together to give us a really nice profile that works very well, especially with milk. So the sweetness from the milk and all the flavors we get from the coffee, we like to blend those together, give you something nice to look at, and then obviously something awesome to drink as well.
And also, because you guys, I don't see sugar here.
No, sugar is banned.
It's bad. And I have sweet teeth.
No. So you're going to taste now when we make a coffee, you like it strong, we're going to make it nice and sweet just by texturizing the milk. So we bring out the natural sugars, the lactose in the milk. We caramelize those lactoses and make it super, super sweet by not adding anything. I promise you, if your coffee is made correctly, you're not going to need sugar.
Yeah.
You're definitely not going to need sugar.
And also, if I'm someone who's lactose intolerant?
Lactose intolerant, there are plenty of options out there at the moment. So obviously the almonds and the oats and all the alternatives are out there. But you don't have to take any sort of milk with it. You can drink it black. You can drink it any way you like.
Okay, Raymond, let's get back into making that cup of coffee. So what is dangerous and what is not dangerous?
Okay, so the machines are hot. That's the only thing.
Yes.
So obviously we're working with literally steaming.
Okay.
It's quite literal steam that we take out of the machine, and we're gonna texture and yes, and heat our milk up with steam.
You want me to do it?
Let's do it. I'm gonna get behind you, so I want you to hold there.
Okay. And then put it.
We're gonna stick you in there. I'm just gonna guide you.
Okay.
Mind your knuckles not to touch. That's good.
That's good.
I'm gonna go.
All
there.
right.
So you want to hear a bit of a sound there? You see how the milk is turning?
It gets hotter.
Super quick.
It gets hotter.
I don't want to make it too hot for you.
No.
There we go.
That's more than
That's
enough.
good. Straight down.
And
All
then?
right, so let's put it down. We always want to be clean. Always want to wipe down. Okay.
It looks thickish.
like
now.
wet paint.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
consistency that we look for. Yeah, we've got our brewed coffee. I want you to hold the cup with one hand.
One hand.
One hand. There we go.
I'm a barista now.
There we go. Let's mix this up nicely. Let's take you there. So what we're going to do, we're going to start a little bit higher over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
Raymond.
we're just keeping it there. Then we're going to bring it down. We're going to increase our speed there. We're
I've
gonna
always
keep it
watched this on TikTok, and I'm like,
up and through. Beautiful little heart.
heart.
There we go.
Thank you so much, Raymond. So now it's the taste test.
There we go.
Taste test.
If it's bad, it's your fault. Huh?
Perfect.
There we
As a
go.
matter of fact, you know what? Let me enjoy my cup of coffee. You guys, we are going to the ad break. And then, class Muyayo, we're still having an epic show and a lovely show. But for him, I'm a coffee lover. I mentioned this is me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming
Thank
to
you
the
so
show.
much. No
Yes,
problem.
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to channel T60, channel of choice. If you just joined us, this is the perfect time to watch the show. But now it's another exciting segment. Now we have Utata Ozichazelange Taekwondo. Is it Taekwondo or is it
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing. Okay, it's part of it, but it's all about safety. But Kunjani?
Sikhona, mina ninjani?
Siyavile. The reason why I'm saying Kunjani because you MK Umkondo Wesizwe.
Okay.
January. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good to be on the show.
Yeah, we really appreciate to have you in the show. Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers and tell them why you're here today?
Good evening, everyone, the viewers at home and those that are watching currently. I am Mervyn January, Sensei Mervyn January. I belong to the Xiaolong Kickboxing. We are situated in the northern areas in Galvandale, and we are there since 2007. I am in the sport since 1973, came from a karate background. That's why Luando said the us.
That's how you greet.
That's how you greet each other, yes. And but we have evolved with a sport where we not only do karate, we do kickboxing, we do MMA, which is mixed martial arts also. I did a little bit of Muay Thai also. Muay Thai is actually the style with the 8 limbs. In other words, Muay Thai says fists, elbows, knees, and feet. The art of the 8 limbs. That is Muay Thai.
I feel like he's already taking the show over to you guys because he's not even like paying attention to me, but he's talking to the viewers.
Oh, sorry.
But I really appreciate that. So, because the thing is that the reason why we invited you guys, we know there's a lot of people being attacked outside there, and also now bringing you to the show, we're trying to just give our viewers like how to protect yourself, how to do it. Let's talk about that. Like we know that in this generation, like they get distracted easy, and then I see outside there you have a lot of youngsters who are part of it. How is it like to be challenged by the youngsters? Because most of the time it's either they get peer pressure from their friends or something in the streets that's happening. How is it with the kids working with them?
What we normally do at our club, the first thing to chase the youth away from the club is when you ask fees. Because most of our youth don't have money to pay.
Sure.
So I have taken a decision that my students at my club, they don't pay fees. And that's why we have opened a club in New Brighton also. One of my senseis who were with me since the age of 10, Sensei Sifiso Dlomo, he's 30 years old now. He has a club in New Brighton. And they take part in our tournaments also. So that is the important one. You need to be dedicated, but you mustn't come and waste our time because it's free. You must work. If you are not dedicated, the door is yours.
I get it. I also love the fact that you literally under high places of crime in PE, like New Brighton also, and also we know that there's Calvin side and also other side, there's a lot of crime, and then you take these kids and then you distract them by taking them to the kickboxing. Let's talk about your journey as you're starting this whole business and literally starting it. How was it? Was it the upside down or was it good from the get-go?
No, it wasn't good. As I said, I grew up in Shode, which is also a crime-ridden area. And I started karate in 1973, the 3rd of June, 1973. And as I said, I evolved with the sport. But fortunately for me, the karate assisted me in education. I am actually a retired principal. I've been 42 years in education. So that's also one of the reasons that I am able to provide a no-fees kickboxing club. But as I said, I came through the ranks. I managed also in 2016 to make the Springbok team, me and one of my students. So we went to the US Open World Kickboxing Championships in Orlando, Florida. But what I'm saying is, I have currently received a hall free of charge from Uviwe, the social development area, and I've opened the club in Helensville, basically, to assist the learners or students that are in the area. And 2 of my students here are from the area also there, training with me. And I've seen that what they say that a child in sport is a child out of court. And I believe in that. And we try our best to put the youth on the right track by giving them the opportunity to train. Because, you see, the sport is not the only thing. Sometimes your mouth is your greatest power to deter vagrants or whoever wants to, criminals in that matter. But when you do the sport, it assists you to give you confidence. And you know, criminals are predators. When criminals see you, the way you project yourself, they know you're a weakling. So giving them the skills, we do MMA, mixed martial arts, in other words, grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We do stand-up fighting, but they gain so much confidence and it assists them at school.
I love that, how you say it. I also would love to talk to you more about it, but I also want our viewers to literally see the demonstration. I think I'm going to invite your team to come and join us here in the studio, and then I'll give you guys just to show them, okay, this is what you can do, what you can learn. So can we just call your team to join us in the studio now?
We'll do that.
Us. Ish, Baba. Hey, I don't even know, Baba. But anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this and also catch us on our social media platform. That's channel 260. I'm going to give them the chance to literally demonstrate and show you what's happening. Guys, please enjoy.
Okay, thank you. Come, let's go down. I'm going to show you the basic warm-up exercises, but we must remember, all these exercises are purpose-driven. It helps you with flexibility and agility, okay? Okay? Okay. Feet straight. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Us. Now pull. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ruku, sich, hach, ku, ju. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Us. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ruku, sichi, hach, ku, ju. Also just do 10 of each exercise. The one exercise, actually two, that makes or break a person. So there's a scientific way how to do the sit-up and the press-up. Now let us do the sit-up. But I'll show you first. The sit-up, you breathe in, you go down. You shouldn't feel a thing because gravity pulls you down. This thing is here behind me. So you breathe in, you go down, gravity pulls you down, so you don't feel a thing. You come up and then you exhale. So if you don't breathe, then it becomes 1, 2. Can I put this thing to the side? Yeah. Then it becomes 1, 2. But if you breathe, you don't feel a thing. You exhale when you come up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Let's stand up. Okay? Now we do squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was feet together. The reason why we pray is they pray that I must stop because normally we do 50 of that. I'm just doing 10 now to show. Open, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left foot out, left foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Us. Okay, feet together, right foot out, right foot back. Now, it's not a kick. So those, we don't do the kick. It's a stretching exercise. We just swing the leg, like they kick the ball in rugby or soccer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet together, left foot out, left foot back. Remember what you do to the left, you do to the right. Because to develop your muscles equally. And another thing, what we normally do in our club is, even with the fighting, because you have the orthodox fighting, but you also have the unorthodox fighting, which is southpaw. So if you are used to change the different stances, it assists you in the fight. Especially when you fight a person that is equally matched with you, but he cannot change from southpaw to orthodox, then you have an advantage. Just 5 of this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
pay my bills.
Okay.
I really appreciate that for that. And also to our viewers, I really appreciate for you guys to stay tuned and joining us. Before I let you guys go, where can we get you on social media?
My WhatsApp number is 064 905
Yes, sir.
9478.
Okay, I hope you guys get that number right. Can you just repeat it for the last time so that we can communicate with you?
064 905 9478.
Really appreciate it. I hope you also guys enjoy that one. But yeah, guys, we can't just keep them here. We need to go and pay our bills so that we can come back on the show. Stay tuned. We're coming back after this.
Us.
Thank you very much, sir. Out. Guys, Zila
Yes, buddy.
How was the show?
So the show was definitely nice, and also it was very educational, and also it was broad. We managed to tackle other spaces and also get to know uba abanye abantu benzani pha ngaphandle. So yeah, the show was lovely.
I love that. Now, the only thing I love about the show, I got free coffee. That was a nice thing about it. But hey, man, thanks for watching, man. Thanks for choosing us, man. We know we can literally do better things, but you decided to stay with us. Before Siva, let's say on social media.
On social media, I am _N, and it's TikTok and Instagram.
I can invite guys. Social media, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. But we will see you tomorrow.